All right, this is a turbo scouting report of Joan Beringer. I wrote the full scouting report over on thespotupshot.com if you'd like to check that out. So real quick, he's a French center who just played with Seta Vita Olympia overseas in Europe. You know, this is in the event that the Spurs don't acquire Kevin Durant or move the 14th pick in a trade. This is why I scouted him, just because there's been some reporting, according to the Grant Offset of RG.org, that the Spurs have been monitoring him closely. I do want to say that his mock average on my last Spurs draft board was 19.1. So if the Spurs really do want him, I want to see, I'm interested in seeing if maybe they want to try to trade back for him, maybe like a pick in like the 19 to 24 range, and then take Beringer if they really like him, similar to what I wrote about Thomas Sorber. Just who he is as a player, some of his physical comps coming into the draft. He's a 6'11" big, according to the combine, without shoes, 7'5" wingspan. Some of his physical comps coming into the NBA echo Willie Cauley-Stein, Nick Richards, and Kelly Ware. He's mainly out there for his defense. That's what he's known for. His rim protection skills. He has good timing on his blocks, deters attempts inside, able to recover well on hell block situations for his teammates. He has a lot of length and mobility, moves very well for a center, very fluid, almost like a small forward in a center's body. He hedges and recovers on pick and roll and DHO action. He covers a lot of space and pick and roll when he's guarding, being able to stay within the vicinity of both the guard going downhill plus, occupying the space to stay near his man. And then on the offensive end, that's more of the issue with him is his game is very raw. He just started playing basketball in 2021, so just 4 years ago. He has a lot of energy out there, a lot of motor, so he's constantly moving on the offensive end, and he's also crashing the offensive glass. But like I said, his game is still very raw out there. He doesn't really have a jump shot yet. He didn't take any threes with his team this past season. He shot 57% from the free throw line. What else can I say? On the offensive end, he kind of mainly hangs out the dunker spot. Is still learning how to kind of roll out of the pick and roll, and his teammates didn't really look for him a lot in those situations. So again, if the Spurs do take him, I still think they should probably try to sign a center, a backup center, but whether that's acquiring a player through trade or signing that player with the non-tax mid-level exception. Because again, I'm not so sure how much Bridger would be ready to go for, this coming season when the Spurs are going to be pushing for the playoffs. But that's just a quick scouting report on Beringer. Again, if you want to read the full scouting report, visit the spotupshot.com. I have everything in there in detail with player comps and stats and all these different things and observations.